it's Lexi with She Reviews. So about 6 months ago, I posted a video saying that I did the Japanese hair straightening. So today I'm going to do a touch-up. This is what I use. Nail Bond Straight Licio Crystal Straightening Cream. I use the normal one. I need this brush, comb thing, just a simple bowl. I'll be pouring this into the bowl. I also have the Neutralizer, and it comes in a white pack, which I'll be using afterwards. So far, what I've done is I've washed my hair 2 times with the, it's a Nail Bond shampoo. It's called Nigel ER. I will show you what it looks like as soon as I pour this stuff in this bowl. Stuff stinks. Okay. Alright. 1 pack should be enough. Like, my hair was long. I was able to use a half a pack. So this is what I used. This is the Nigel ER. I think this is like 15 bucks for 8 ounces. I got this from Amazon. So like I said, so far I've washed my hair with that. And you want to apply the treatment while your hair is wet. What I did, because I'm doing a touch-up, I basically put conditioner on my treated hair, and then I will put the straightening cream on everything else. Let me show you my new growth. I've had quite a bit. So this is I got a little bit of conditioner right there. This is about 6 months worth of new growth. So I'm so tired. I don't know why I started so late in the afternoon doing this. You want to have a water bottle, spray bottle, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to use my hand. Basically, you want to make sure that the sections that you're working on are wet. So I'm actually just going to take my hand and you know, make sure the sections are nice and wet. So if you're not in the bathroom and you're doing it somewhere else, you just have a spray bottle when you're doing this. Get the hair wet. Alright. Excuse the fan. The fan is with the light, but you probably want to have a fan on anyways. I'm going to open this door because the smell is loud for this. So I just want to work in small sections. I did not have any gloves, unfortunately. I used them all when I changed my cat's litter. So I'm just going to go in and get it as close as possible. I will say you do not want to get this on your actual scalp. It is very strong. And alright, so this stuff stinks. And I'm just going to work in sections like that all the way through. you don't want to work too slow because this stuff is, you have about 30 minutes on your whole head. Because I'm doing my own hair, I noticed that the front section in the right actually still has a slight wave to it, and I chose not to reprocess that part because it's not that big of a deal. It's a slight wave to it, you know, it's not anything major. But I know that has to do because I didn't want to go over my time. I didn't want my hair to fall out because this stuff is really strong. So normally to get this done in a salon, it starts off at $600 and on up, and that is for short hair. So I already knew that for my hair length, it will probably, especially in the DMV, it probably cost me like $1,000. So, and I'm just not doing that every 6 months. So this was what I chose to do. Chose to do it myself, which if you guys have seen my channel previously, you would know that I do almost everything. I'm willing to try a lot of these processes and stuff on my own. I'm not scared of color or anything. I'm willing to do it on my own. So I have some experience in you know, beauty, so it's not a big deal. And this is the last section. So I love the Japanese hair straightening. It is amazing. It just now started getting annoying as I got to the 6-month mark. I probably could have stretched it out, but I love how my hair was, so I kind of miss it. As far as, like, I didn't have any hair loss or anything. Everybody, when I go and get my hair cut and stuff, the stylist tell me, you know, how soft my hair is and all that. So even the day, if you watch my previous video, the day that I did it, the next day I went and got my hair cut, and the lady just kept saying how not soft my hair was. She didn't know I even got a Japanese hair straightener. So I'm gonna finish all the sections and I'll be back. Okay, so I am back. I have it applied over all of my new growth, and it has been about 15 minutes. So I'm just going to leave it on for probably another 10 minutes or so, and then I will be rinsing my hair for, I'm going to rinse it for about 7 minutes until you see the water is crystal clear. But you really want to rinse it out. No shampoo, you just rinse for about 7 to 10 minutes. So once I do that, I'll be back. Alright guys, so I just rinsed my hair for about 7 minutes till all the water was clean. There was no bubbles or anything. You can tell when it's when it's ready to be rinsed. You're supposed to do a hair strand test where you almost tie your hair in a knot, and it should, I believe it shouldn't pull apart or something like that, but that's something for you. You have to research it if you want to do it on your own. I don't do that, but I could tell, as you can see, like, it is straight. So that's all the new growth. So now it is straight. So the next step is to you blow dry your hair. That's the next step. I want to show you guys real quick the difference between this side that I start on and this side that I finish on. Because my first time I did it, I think I was kind of scared. And obviously I didn't want my hair to fall out, you know. So like I think I took it off a little bit too soon. So I'm gonna show you how this side is not as straight as the other side. So you see how easy my hair was to comb out? So look, you can see kind of like a little wave, and that's because I didn't leave it on long enough the first time I did my treatment. But I mean, it's not a big deal to me, and you can see this side is bone straight. So this is the side I start on, but it flat irons perfectly. And honestly, if I were to leave it to air dry, it's really not that big of a deal. So I said I was gonna go back over it when I did my touch up, but I decided not to, and I actually had wished that I had let it all do this, because this would be so pretty. So if you were looking to just get these type of results, just a loosened curl, then you would basically stop your process and go ahead and neutralize. You would you would blow dry, and then you would put the, yes baby. Then you put the neutralizer on it, and then you would rinse the neutralizer out after 7 minutes, and then you would go on about your business. Now what you have to do, if you're really trying to straighten it bone straight, you blow dry your hair, you flat iron it on 350 degrees, bone straight, no curl, just pin straight. Don't tuck it behind your ear, don't pin it or anything, and then you'll neutralize it. So I'm gonna blow dry it, flat iron it, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I flat ironed one side, well, one little section, just to give you guys an idea. You want to, even get your edges real good. And you don't, it's real important that you guys understand that you do not start this process unless you have the time to do it. It's going to take you 2 to 3 hours. So you don't need to start it if you don't have the time to do it all at once, because you can't start and stop. So other than to like go to the bathroom or something, you really can't start and stop. You have to do all the steps, because you're not done with it until you neutralize it. So you remember, I did not wash it out. Okay, Moo. I didn't wash it out. You're simply rinsing it out. So the chemical is still in your hair, and you just have to flat iron, blow dry it, flat iron it, and then you can and then you neutralize it. So make sure you have at least 3 hours. If you have 0 experience, Moo, cut it out. Shh. You need about 3 hours if you have 0 experience, and if you've done it before, then that's enough. You're not gonna get no sandwich then. So I'm sorry, my son is being really annoying. Excuse me. Now I said that's enough. Stop it. You know what else? When you're doing these sections, when you put the flat iron on it, because it is a chemical in it. What? Yeah, I'm talking on the phone. It steams like a lot. So I start from the back, from the end, and work my way up, because it is hot. Hot. And I just pass over quite a few times. And then work my way through. I'm not worrying about my ends too much, because that's already processed. So I don't have to, I'm just focusing on the new growth. So I'm just going to go through each section. You want to do, thin sections. My hair isn't super, like my texture isn't super thick, so I kind of don't do really thin. I'm gonna show you how much steam. I don't know if you can see it. See how much steam that is? Oh geez, it gets hot. So I let the steam kind of work its way out. That it is hot. So anyways, so you can't tuck it behind your ear once you flat iron it or pin it or anything. So that's why it's not tucked. So I'll be back because I have a chatterbox behind me. So yeah, anyways, I'll be back. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish. But as you can see, like my hair is super shiny, you know, still really healthy. It did nothing to the texture of my hair. My hair feels, I always say it feels healthier after the treatment than it does before. So, yeah, I'm going to finish flat ironing and I'll be back when I neutralize it. Alright guys, so I have flat ironed my hair finally. And now I am ready to neutralize it. So I flat ironed it pretty good. As you can see, it is flat ironed everywhere. Nice. Still tons of body. Nice and healthy. Very silky. So, like I said, I'm going to neutralize it. It's better to have this in a nozzle bottle. But the one I have has an apple cider vinegar in it. So, yeah, I'm just going to pour it and I'll be fine. So, just going to work section by section. The neutralizer, you'll feel that it kind of gets a little warm once you put it on, but it starts working right away. And you just want to neutralize all of, you know, what you, all of the, what do you call it? All the stuff, your hair. So, just gonna pour it on there, work it through. So basically what just happened was, the straightening cream breaks up your hair. And the purpose of flat ironing, blow drying it and flat ironing it is you're resetting it almost. Like think of like a puzzle. So it's almost like resetting your hair. So then what happens is when you put the neutralizer in it, now you've set it in a position that it's going to be in permanently. So yeah, your hair will permanently be straight. Even after washing, this is what I like. I like this better than relaxers because for my hair texture, relaxers, my hair was still curly after relaxers. It never stopped my hair from being curly. So this, you know, keeps my hair nice and straight. It is permanently straight. And it's just permanently straight. Like I don't have to do anything to my hair. I don't even blow dry it or flat iron it or anything anymore. I just let it. I always wear my hair in a ponytail because I do daycare, so I'm always at home. So just pouring it on there. I'm working it through. Like I said, you can feel it heating up. You want to work fast because you're timing yourself. You should be able to rinse this off in about 7 minutes.
Mom, Connie's sleeping.
Connie's sleeping? Okay, good job. So,
Mom, Connie's sleeping.
oh yeah. feels like, huh? Okay, we'll tell him. This feels like, it literally warms your hair up. Okay, tell him. Like your hair is blow dried or something, like you're sitting on a dryer because it warms up. Okay, well. So now I'm just gonna go back through and make sure that I'm not missing any spots. I don't care to save any of this neutralizer because I've used all of my conditioning cream at this point from my kit. I mean my straightening cream. I've used all of it. So for my next touch up, I'm sorry, Boo-Boo. My next touch up, I will have to buy more neutralizer. So I'm gonna just put it a little bit past where I touched up, just in case any got down there. You want to make sure your hair is nice and neutralized, you know. So just pour it on there. It's not gonna hurt nothing. Stop. Let's get it on there. The nozzle is so much easier, you guys. I swear.
No. No.
Oh, watch out, I'll spill some. I wish you would get out the bathroom, that'd be great. Stop it, Moo. Now I said stop. So this is it, really. You just want to neutralize it. You get everywhere. Real good. And work it through. Like I said, past work it through past where you did your hair. Listen, now I'm not going to keep saying it. Be quiet. Now, if you're doing this for the first time, you would obviously neutralize it all the way down to your ends. But because I did not do it, I'm not necessarily worried about it, but I have so much, so I don't see why I can't neutralize it all the way down. I could. It's not going to hurt anything. So just get your, make sure you're getting all your edges. I know, and it seems like so much work. I swear, you blow dry, you flat iron it, and everything, just to have to wash it out. So I'm gonna let this sit for like another 3 to 4 minutes, and then I'm going to rinse it out. That's enough. Now be quiet. I'm gonna rinse it out for another 7 to 10 minutes, just like I did with the conditioning cream, and I'll be back. Okay, so now I have washed out or rinsed out the neutralizer. So now what I'm going to do is detangle my hair. As you can see, it's straight. I mean, you know, bone straight even after when it's wet. So I'm just going to comb it out because obviously I had it sitting on the top of my head because I rinsed it over in the tub. Hair is super easy to detangle. guys, this is a long process. I swear. Alright, so that's all nice and detangled. You can see it is straight. So remember, this side is not as straight as the other side previously, because I was scared to leave it on, because I didn't know how strong this stuff was. I didn't want my hair to fall out, but I'm not worrying about it. Hair is nice and straight. So this is what my hair looks like when I wash it. Every time I wash it, I've had my hair like this for 6 months now. So I'm gonna take, this is it's a little wet. This is by Milk Bond. It is let's see if we can get it. I don't know, Licio Crystal Milk Bond Straight. It's a hair treatment. I think it's supposed to be like a heat protectant or something like that. They recommend you use it every time you wash your hair, you know, when you're gonna blow dry it and flat iron and stuff. But me personally, I didn't really care for this stuff. I just use it on the first treatment after I actually do my hair, when I treat it with the straightener. Other than that, I don't use it. I use the L'Oreal straight something thermal protector, and that does just fine in my hair. But they claim that this will help keep your hair straighter longer. I don't know. I don't use it. So I'm just sectioning it off, putting it through my hair, and I'm just putting one pump. And working it through my hair, through each section. Starting at my ends. It says to concentrate on your ends. I don't know. Alright, so I did all that, and now that stuff smells good, by the way. So now what I'm gonna do is blow dry my hair again and flat iron it again, but this time I can flat iron it in a little bit bigger sections. But yeah, so I'll be back. Okay, so I am finished with my hair. It has all been straightened. So if you, it depends on what type of texture hair you have. Like if you are African American, or say like person of color, period, that has a thicker hair texture, you'll probably need to blow dry your hair and flat iron it after, if you want it to be slick, straight, shiny and stuff, just like you would any other time. Like it makes it easier, but I don't have to straighten it as like small sections or anything like that. I can just kind of run the flat iron through to smooth it. If you're Caucasian, you can probably get away with blow drying, just like you know, they don't always have to flat iron their hair after they blow dry it. It's normally smooth. So it just depends on your hair texture, how you would normally do it. For me, I can get my hair pretty straight with the blow dryer, but it just doesn't have that same shine as it would if I were to run flat irons over it, and that's just even without my hair being with this treatment on there. So I will turn around. You can see it's tons of body in my hair, nice and straight. Edges, everything is nice and straight. So, yeah, you have to keep your hair. If this is your first time doing it, you need to have it. You would have flat ironed it all the way to the ends. I mean, I did it this time too, but I almost turned my ends under because I didn't treat them or anything. But you have to be really careful for the next 72 hours. Do not wet your hair. Like, I would make sure that you're sleeping in a air conditioned, cooled room. You want to sleep on a silk pillowcase because you can't tie your hair, pin it, like wrap it, anything. You have to just leave it out. When I'm doing a lot, because I work with little kids, so I will like pull my hair back like this just to have it out of my face, but that's the most I will do. So you don't want to pin it or anything. This is fine to just keep, doing that. That's fine, but don't tuck it behind your ears or anything. Like, these first 72 hours are critical. Your hair is setting. So if you mess it up, it may not, I don't think it'll revert all the way back because it is straight, but I think what happens is if you tuck it or put a pin in it or something, then that crinkle or crease or whatever will be permanent. So you have to really be careful. So when I'm sleeping on my pillow, I sleep on my side, so I just kind of pull all my hair on the side I'm going to be laying on and move my hair out the way, and I just sleep like that. If I roll over in the middle of the night, I literally grab the other side, put it nice and smooth, and lay down. So you probably will lack some sleep for the next 72 hours. I would say take a bath, not a shower, because you literally cannot put your hair up in any kind of way for 72 hours. They say 20 or 48, but some people say 72. So it's 24 to 72 hours. I just always want to be careful, so I do the full 72. It's like really, really, really careful. What else? This shampoo is recommended. This is the Nigel ER shampoo to maintain your hair. Honestly, I don't use it. It says silky smooth and shiny from the roots to the ends for thermally reconditioned hair, prevents tangling and smooths hair surface. So it's just expensive. It does make your hair feel really nice, but honestly, I use Tresemme in my hair and conditioner, and it's fine. Like I said, my hair texture, it does not change. It doesn't feel like a relaxer where I can tell my hair has been processed. With this, I cannot tell at all that my hair has been processed when I use it. This is my second time. I was able to go 6 months exactly without having a touch up. I was thinking about stretching it to November, but I don't know. I don't like using gel and stuff in my hair, so my edges were bothering me, and I didn't want to. I thought about just doing my edges, but then I thought if I do that, I might as well just go ahead and do all of it. So yeah, but most people do it every 6 months. For African American people or people with if you have tighter coil hair, people sometimes do it every 4 months. If you're doing it yourself, the longer you wait, the better, because you'll have more hair growth. So it'll be easier to see, because you don't want to like double process. Or you can have somebody help you. I'll say as a disclaimer, these products are very strong. They are professional strength. They are for professionals only. So if you do it, you're doing it at your own risk. I would say don't do it on relaxed hair, and don't do it on color treated hair. They do it on color treated hair, but it's another step to it. It's a conditioner that they put on first. I believe it's called Zero, but my hair, I was all natural beforehand. Now, relaxers, you cannot get this if you have a relaxer. So I advise you to just grow your hair out and then get it. because you cannot have this in a relaxer. Bleached hair, I probably would not fool with it. If I had bleached hair, I would like, really, I think it's just safer to do if you just have like natural hair, no chemicals in your hair. Because, I don't know, I wouldn't want my hair to fall out. But, I don't know, I haven't had any extra shedding. Nothing negative. My hair exactly is the same. It just, the time it takes me to do my hair is cut drastically. I can literally just let it air dry and throw it in a ponytail, or if I want it, like if I'm going out, then I might run a flat iron through it. But that's all. I love it. So again, this is the Japanese hair straightening process. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. I will try my best to answer them. And I believe that's it. I will see you guys later.